or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the Oklahoma Sports Network's consent is prohibited. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be used without express written consent.
And a pleasant good morning, kind of a mid-morning before we get into the afternoon hours here at Newcastle Racer High School Baseball Field. And we are excited to bring you the regionals that will kind of stamp your approval of going to the next level of getting to state. And the Final 8 is what we're after. And the Newcastle Racers kind of been on men on missions, especially since last year. And we certainly want to see how they'll carry it undefeated in district. And hosting here in the regionals, kind of give you the regional update when you kind of see the teams that will be slated today. Newcastle will take on Southeast, followed by Game 2. Another OSN team, Altus, will be taking on Guthrie. And then, of course, the winners will take on each other tomorrow at 4. And then you go to Friday. Could possibly, if Newcastle runs it, they could punch their ticket to state by tomorrow evening. And if not, a Game 2 necessary with that, because it's you lose 2 and you're out. And that's the whole scenario for baseball across the great state of Oklahoma. We've got several games in action today, so you can kind of flip back and forth. You got Carl Albert playing Class and SAS. That is going to start momentarily as well. Midwest City and Dell City will play at 1:30, and then we're back to action again. If Carl Albert and Newcastle both win, they'll be back in that 4 o'clock slate right there. So you got Caden Longman being announced. You got in the field. We'll kind of give you the lineup for the Newcastle Racers. Because see out there is Caden Longman playing center field, Tyler Frazier over there in right, Dax King in left. And then in the infield, you have Jaden Fletcher, McLaughlin there at second, Lane Seaton at shortstop, Baylor Blakely at third. Pitching is Daxton Logan today, and Blake Cresswell will be behind the plate. Want to thank our 2 sponsors, Focus Federal Credit Union. Want more money in your pocket? When you open a new MasterCard with Focus Federal Credit Union, you'll enjoy a 1.99 APR for the first 6 months. It's a smart move for consolidating balances, planning for the holidays, or handling life surprises with confidence. And Chris Dumm, our All-State agent. Well, we've got the national anthem going to be played. We'll be back right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Like there was a time when you'd have to put a hole there and 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 there. But this is just the same basic hole, and then you pick the direction you want to go.
Just having a 3-mile lateral, I think you're eliminating something like 60 wells that you'd have to put in.
That's a great leap forward.
You're able to tap the reservoir, and you have less of a footprint.
It never fails to blow me away.
All right, behind home plate, play ball is what you'd kind of indicate, and we're going to bring this to you live on the Oklahoma Sports Network. And as we mentioned, we want to thank our fine title sponsors. We mentioned Focus Federal Credit Union. We've got to mention Chris Dumm, an All-State agent. He knows what life is here in Newcastle, that you choose your car and home to fit your lifestyle and your budget. He also knows your important is to do the same when it comes to insurance. He looks forward to getting to know you, helping you to find the solutions that meet your needs. Give him a call today at 405-392-2390. So as we have the Newcastle Racers get an opportunity, show what's up. they've been kind of pointed in this position from last year. We got to see a little bit of Newcastle and kind of bowed out where they kind of fell short of their goals. And, whether it's a clash of the West, and we saw this in basketball, could it be a Carl Albert and Newcastle showdown for a state title? We saw that with Elgin and Duncan last year, and so that was in the 5A realm. Elgin dropped down to 4A, still an incredible team, and we're going to have both of their games on the regional play tomorrow. For both of those, they kind of played a little bit ahead of time. So as they get warmed up, the last final pitches, and hopefully we'll have athletic director and former head football coach Jeff Brickman join us. We've also got Caden Longman's father here that's kind of doing the PA and the announcements. And as we mentioned, winners, if both Carl Albert and Newcastle win, they'll be back here in action at 4 o'clock. First up for Southeast, it's going to be Soles. It's going to be a little bit outside for, it's just a in the corner strike for strike one. I think we've seen this before where this individual pitcher, I've seen him before. He doesn't waste any time with his deliverance. This is going to be fielded and then thrown out from second base to first, and it's one away. Welcome to the presentation of baseball games on the network. Carl Albert in action as well. Takes for a ball. And a cut. And a swing and a miss. 1-1. One away. The delivery. Ooh, man, we're such a position where we think it's pretty. Count is 2-1. The windup, ooh, and a swing and a miss. 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 away. And the delivery. Right in there. Got him looking. Just kind of finishes just kind of goes next batter up. That's in the inside corner for a ball. Beautiful weather today for baseball. Think about the spring ball, and that was right down the pike. Going to make him pitch. 2 balls, no strikes. Oh, there you go. Try to find a little bit low outside corner. In for a strike. 2-1 the count, 2 outs. Doesn't wait. Man, his deliveries are really fast-paced. A swing and a miss. 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Newcastle looking to retire the side. That is outside foul. Stay in there. Shaylee Ritter to the plate. Delivery. Ooh, man, just so... like I said, we're here for a reason. And it runs full count. And the delivery, high and walks. So you're going to take the base. Going to put a runner on first. With 2 outs. That's going to be playable, and it's going to retire the side. So 4 up, 3 down, and we're at the bottom of the first coming up with Newcastle set to bat. We'll be back right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Introducing Pioneer's new fiber internet bundle plans. Start with gig fiber internet, then add up to 3 options like Arlo secure outdoor cameras and a video doorbell. Fast, secure, and made for you. Visit gopioneer.com today. Stuck inside for Wi-Fi? Not this summer. With Pioneer Fiber, get backyard Wi-Fi up to 950 feet from your home. So you can binge, game, Zoom, or work straight from your hammock. Add it for just $9.95 a month or get it free with a gig bundle. That's cheaper than your cold brew fix. Visit a Pioneer.
Well, welcome back to Newcastle Racer High School Baseball. And the Racers was able to strand one for Southeast as they got on base with a walk. Go to the bottom of the first. And the Racers will see what kind of damage they can put forth. I want to thank Focus Federal Credit Union and Chris Dunn, our title sponsors for baseball, making this possible and making it happen. I was talking with Caden Longman's father, and he said, man, I remember when my son was up for Newcomer of the Year, he said, how come we can't get more baseball on the network? And we're behind the fence now, and several of the Newcastle Racers say we're getting a new press box, including athletic director Jeff Brickman was telling me a little bit about that. Going to do some new upgrades here. Still a natural grass field, so a lot of them are going to artificial turfs now. See a lot of that now. We've not really had an abundance of rain that has really been a factor, which also helps when you get spring rains that you can have drainage and have it right away. And so see Southeast is those who are going to be it's Hernandez, Rendon, and Gonzalez out in the outfield. Carpenter, Vasquez, Morales on the mound. Daniels, tie ball catching. So to lead off, it's going to be Caden Longman, and he is going to get a base hit right up the middle. First pitch and on deck. Longman is able to get across first.
Now batting, number 3, Lane Seaton.
It's kind of how you get it started. That's why you have such a good leadoff. Remember, Altus and Guthrie will be game number 2 here at the Newcastle Regional. Longman decides to go. The throw is going to be an errant. It's going to be an overthrow, an error, and he'll go to third. So Longman will stay safely at third. So he advances. Layden Seaton to the plate. After the steal and the advance to third, the delivery, kind of high and tipped foul for a strike. count is 1-1. Waits for the delivery, and that's kind of look at a good area, but they say good eye, as they would say, as a ball is called. Trying to find that strike zone here early. And that is going to be in between, and Longman's going to score. And just like that, Newcastle Racers on the board with one. Helping me with a little conversation is Coach Jeff Brickman, athletic director for Newcastle. We got a lot to talk about. But first off, this amazing Newcastle team that kind of picked off where they left off last year. I mean, that kind of little disappointment in there where they wanted to be, and they've been on a mission, I think, ever since.
Yeah, they're a really talented team. I think all 9 starters have signed to play college baseball.
Yeah.
It's pretty impressive.
I heard that. Nine offers, man. That's incredible. And Mr. Longman was telling me, he said this is probably the most he's seen from a Newcastle team in quite some time with that many kind of offers going around.
Yeah, and they're fun to watch.
Stolen base gets to second.
You know, our baseball coach is fairly new here. This is his 3rd year. He's doing a great job, and they're just a fun team to watch.
Well, and there's a nice hit. It's going to be delivered, and that is going to be safe in between right field. It's going to be a double to a stand-up double and an RBI to bring in Lane Seaton to score the second of Newcastle. And undefeated in their district. I mean, like I said, it's really been a pleasure to kind of watch them. Got to see them when they came down to Southwest Oklahoma and play a lot in school, so I saw them kind of early. I like Newcastle's delivery too. That one pitcher that we got in now is just, he is fast. He doesn't even wait. It's just, man, your delivery is really quick. The majors would be envious.
And you don't get too many 70-degree weather in May. It's a beautiful day.
That is absolutely beautiful. You're right. I won't mention the R word. You this time of year when you have outdoors, you're like, okay. And then you got to, like some of them are really going to the artificial turfs, and you got natural grass yet you have to contend with. So you're always worried about drainage and all the rest of that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But, and you said that you're going to be having a new press box coming up.
Yeah, we've got a project that's starting. Project starting in September. We're going to have a new entry, new players' locker rooms for softball and baseball, new coaches' offices. It's going to be really, really nice. And then we're looking to also put in a press box, new concessions, restroom area, turf field on both sides, and new video boards.
Yeah, it's all about those video boards. There's going to be a high throw and an advance as we'll safely get to third. Still no outs. Newcastle with a 2-0 lead. I think that's going to be the hardest thing for Southeast is trying to get outs. It's Christian Deloria to the plate. Outside. But yeah, the weather has been a nice plus. And it's really been kind of a strange as the count is full. And gets a walk. And at the corners,
now batting, number 7, Seamus McLaughlin.
So McLaughlin is going to come up, try to bring some in. It's like we said, we've got him painted on the corners. And on first and third, no outs. Bottom of the first, and this is high. It's got some distance, but I think it's going to be fielded, and it is going to be a tag up and a throw and a run advance. So nothing wrong with that. Get an RBI out of it. At least you did what was a pop-up and got a run scored.
Now batting, number 1, Blake Crestwell.
So Cresswell, the catcher, is going to come up.
It's a quarterback on the football team.
How nice is that? With Longman, too, another.
Mm-hmm.
You like those multi-athletes, you know. It's going to be an advance to a steal going to second.
Yeah, we really like to promote multiple sport athletes. You know, obviously you can't force anybody to do anything if they want to specialize, but we definitely promote it.
Yeah. Ooh, that's nice. If that was just a delivery, it was fouled, but, man, that would have been a good in play over to left field. So for a strike. Yeah, I know there's some coaches that really want you to specialize, and I'm not going to single out. I think more I've seen on the east side of the state was really like that. I've heard, you know, parents talk about, hey, I want you to be on this sport and this. And then you get, you know, communities like this as they get it, you know. And I always think it's a well-rounded athletic. I did. I mean, I wasn't a standout in any of it, but I did participate in most of what I could.
Well, you know, you look at all of the greats of all time, even recently. I mean, like LeBron James played football. Allen Iverson was a standout football player. Chipper Jones was a great quarterback in Florida in high school. And, I mean, you look at I'm a football guy. You look at the NFL draft, and they'll go through all the first-round picks, and all of them, if not, you know, the large majority of them are multi-sport athletes.
And I think there's something to say about that. I know football coaches love wrestlers, you know, as far as the physicality. You don't have to teach any of that engagement and physical how it is. And, it's going to walk that one away. Man on second and third with one away.
Now batting, number 2, Dax King.
So Dax King, outfield, sophomore, to the plate. Got a little bit of height. How tall is he?
I think he's 6'2".
6'2", yeah, a little bit. You know, it's like you can kind of see, you know, that's not your typical baseball height. It's like, if there is such a thing.
I don't know if you were like me when you were a kid, but it was always, you know, if it was football season, you're out playing yard football. If it's baseball season, you're playing home or derby with your friends. If it's basketball season, you're playing out in the front yard, and it just was, you know, you just played all the sports.
Mm-hmm. That's why I always say it was a great experience for me. I just, like I said, I wasn't really a standout in any of them, but, you know, just at least participating, being on the team, going through that, a lot of experience that sports does. High, and that's going to be overthrown, and this is going to be a walk-in after an error, and the Racers will add to their lead. Scoring 4 in the first inning, and Southeast still trying to find a little rhythm to get an out if they can. So that runner comes home. We'll have a man on second now. One away. Oh, and tries to keep him honest and almost overthrows. Second baseman was able to corral that. I never understood pitchers wanting to try to keep the guy on second. And that, you know, you can do it on first all you want, but, man, second, there's so much to risk throwing behind you like that.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, it's, nice little chop foul. But I don't know. Someone would have to test me to say when's the last time you've seen a throw out at second. Even in the majors, you know, it's really hard to do. Nonetheless, back to it. 2 balls and 1 strike. 1 away. Bottom of the first. Racers still trying to add that lead. Looked like he was going to go. Catcher holds. Makes him go back to second. So we mentioned Carl Albert in action right now. They are playing Class in SAS. We'll have Midwest City and Del City. That's going to be at 1:30. And then if Newcastle and Carl Albert both win their games in Game 1, they'll be back featured right here at 4 o'clock. Outside for a walk.
Now batting, number 19, Jaden Fletcher.
So Fletcher comes up to the plate. Going to try to almost get to the bottom as we're.
Yep, Fletcher's all 6'5". He's
there. We go.
Going to be playing football with T.J. Bradford at Missouri Western.
Oh, very nice. See, that's why I have you here. You can have all this where these kids are going and what they're doing. You say the offers we mentioned earlier is gets away from the catcher, and that will advance the runners to second and third. Time is called. Now I know that all the opponents will hate that, love that T.J. Bradford is leaving and moving on. What an incredible. And same with Longman too. And you coached these guys from an early age, and you got to see their athleticism. And congratulations on all your accolades. I know you're just that shy. Getting to the semifinals. A couple of years, and then of course you passed the torch on to. A new coach. Talk about that. I know that you get to miss our OSN football banquet. You were invited that we were able to. I wanted to give you some kind of an appreciation award because you were nominated every year that we had it for Coach of the Year. And I know that, this year you weren't one of the nominees, but I said I wanted to give you something as a parting gift because, all of what you've done, not only for this program on and off the field, has been remarkable, and it needs to be remembered. And you really kind of put Newcastle back on the map, especially coming from 4A to 5A and what you're able to do in short order.
Yeah, it was. You never know what the Lord has in store for you, and just coming out here and then just kind of a natural progression, to become just the full-time athletic director. And then we didn't really need to look from someone outside the staff. We had several that applied in staff. All of them, I think, would have been good head coaches. And then we ended up hiring Bo Bradshaw, who I think he's going to do a tremendous job. He was our defensive coordinator. He's somebody that does things the right way in coaching. There's lots of people that know football, but not as many that know football and also do things the right way, and that's kind of what we were looking for, and I think we hit a home run with him.
That's good. So, the future is bright, and the program is in good hands. Swing and a miss. Strike three. So they get the 2 outs that's needed for Southeast to get out of this. They already had one little trip to the mound to talk to the pitcher, kind of settle things down. You still got runners at second and third, 2 outs, 4-0 lead for the Racers. Brings up Baylor Blakey, a senior.
You don't see too many centers in football playing baseball.
No, that's true.
Yeah.
Takes it in for a strike. Owen won the count, 2 outs. Beautiful Thursday. That's going to be popped up and possibly fielded. They call back for it and misses it, the right fielder. So that's going to be a stand-up double and an RBI. As brings Dax King home to give the Racers 5 runs. Still looking for that last out.
Now batting, number 8, Caden Longman.
So we're going to be back to the leadoff, who got everything started as Caden Longman, talking to his dad about all the different baseball offers that is trying to come his way. And look, and, it's kind of nice that you got a lot of choices. So an incredible athlete, and I know the football district is glad that he's graduating too. Going to get up there, and that's going to be an opportunity for this time to catch the fly and the tag out for Longman, and that is going to end, but the damage is done. It's a 5-0 lead for the Newcastle Racers as we go to the top of the second. We'll be back right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
At CFD, our mission is to deliver quality dentistry by providing big practice benefits with a little practice feel. Since 2008, we've updated our look, technology, and have added new smiles to our tenured staff to better care for you right here at home. Convenience for you is one of our biggest goals, and we often provide same-day treatment to minimize your time off work. We are open Monday through Friday to serve you. Visit cfdok.com for details. We look forward to seeing you at our big little practice.
Newcastle Regional here at Newcastle High School, just right behind the elementary schools here in a natural grass field, and it's a 5-0 lead after one as we go top of the second. And athletic director Jeff Brickman joins me on the mic, and I was kind of glad we talk about pinch hitters. We had Billy was not available today. I know Josh Calloway will be back again tomorrow. He had stuff that he was involved in. I even caught Gene. Gene had some stuff that he had to take care of. So I said, well, I was going to have to solo it today. So I was kind of glad I made the connection with you to put you on the mic and talk a little Newcastle Racer athletics.
Yeah, we're really excited. Next week we're doing a special assembly to honor our state champion basketball team.
Yes.
And at the same time, we're going to give out 3 All-State jackets. One of them to the last batter we had, Caden Longman,
yeah.
All-State football player. And then we have Colton Brammer, All-State basketball player. And then Connor Leader, who's an All-State swimmer, state champion. All of them well-deserved. And I think we'll have some more at the end of the year, but we're going to use that assembly to give the players those jackets. It's going to be pretty special.
It's awesome. See how he's pitching? I tell you, I don't even have time to really even do the cadence. It's 2-2 already. And just like that, and a strikeout. I mean, he's all mission. I've never seen a young man that has a delivery that's fast. He just works it, gets in a rhythm, gets the first out. But, yeah, back to all of those accolades. And, Bramer, man, I'll tell you what, that 3 that he hit right there, near the end of the ball game, that was memorable. And we got that on video highlight, and we'll keep one of those for a long time. But, man, he could hit almost anything on the court. He was fun to watch.
Yeah, it really is a combination of his commitment to like all great basketball players, doing a lot of work on his own, early morning shooting sessions. Mm-hmm. But then also our head coach, Jesse Brown, the one thing that I've noticed just watching him over the years.
Ooh, right to the pitcher, and it's going to be a toss back and out.
Is he
number 2?
He really puts a lot of stress on his teams in practice, a lot. And he's made them – all the teams he's had very mentally tough, and when it comes down to those pressure situations like at the end of the state championship game, they didn't flinch. They just went right into it, confidence, and then they had to come back and play defense and win the game. And I told him after the game that it was a testament to the players, but also just how he prepares them for pressure situations.
Well, and I know how it goes in stuff like that, but it was heartbreaking, for the girls as well as how well they put. Both teams, both games went down to the wire. Offense and defense was just so good to watch. And, man, you hated to say that there's got to be a winner and a loser out of that because it was just phenomenal. And for both Newcastle, boys and girls, to reach that pivotal. And wish you could have had them both,
Well, with our girls, I think that's something that they're going to have to get better at. They were pretty young, very talented, but they're going to have to get better at the mental aspect of the game. And I think that our head coach, Jim Paranovic, will do that with them. We've talked about it several times. That's something hopefully they'll learn from the boys' team.
All right, so Newcastle did what they needed defensively. 1, 2, 3 outs, and we're going to the next round of the bottom of where Newcastle's going to come back up to bat. We'll do that right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
At CFD, our mission is to deliver quality dentistry by providing big practice benefits with a little practice feel. Since 2008, we've updated our look, technology, and have added new smiles to our tenured staff to better care for you right here at home. Convenience for you is one of our biggest goals, and we often provide same-day treatment to minimize your time off work. We are open Monday through Friday to serve you. Visit cfdok.com for details. We look forward to seeing you at our big little practice.
You can look up at our screen right here. That's our lifeblood. That's how we know what's going on at 14,700 foot.
Because you're completely blind otherwise.
That's correct.
People don't really understand the level of tech that's going on.
Yes, sir. Well, this whole thing is extremely high tech. I mean, just the ability to be able to drill down 13,000 feet and then put 90-degree turn in the well and then drill out another 3 miles.
It doesn't matter how casually you say it. It's a freaking miracle, man.
Yes, sir.
All right, so welcome back to Newcastle as we go to the bottom of the second. Five runs for the Newcastle Racers. They'll try to add to their lead. That one away and a ball. It's away from the catcher in the backstop. Got to check in with another game that's on the network. Carl Albert is up 8-0 in their quest to advance into that second game today as they take on Classen SAS. Chopped a little bit, but high for Seton, and that's going to be a chopped up strike. Two balls, one strike. And the delivery, that's chopped up, and that's going to be popped up for second baseman. It just lost it under the sun. So unfortunately, could have been an out and an error on the second baseman.
Now batting, number 24.
So number 24 is Tyler Frazier up to bat, as we've already cycled through everyone once. Got a man in first. One ball. Runner goes. And it's going to be a stolen base. Ball kind of gets bobbled there in between the second fielder, second baseman, before it went out into the field. Delivery is for a strike. Got him looking on the outside corner. 2-1 the count. With no outs. And the delivery is high, and that's a nice strike. It's going to go deep, and it's going to be touched with the glove of the left fielder, but bounces out of his glove, so does not get the out. Was on the bead for it, but will advance with a stand-up double and a man on second and third.
Now batting, number 5, Christian DeLora.
Christian DeLora will come to the plate, looking to see if he can extend a little bit of Newcastle damage as the Racers up 5-0. Here in the bottom of the second, no outs. And it's going to be chopped high, and it just bounces in between right field and first baseman, and that will score one. So the RBI comes across. Advance it to 6. Runners are on the corners. And another trip to the mound. And we've already had one already, and I think we're going to discuss a little bit about infield play. That's really been kind of the errors so far as it goes up. Necessarily think a pitching change in order, but we'll see. 6-0 your score here, bottom of the second. I want to thank our title sponsors, Focus Federal Credit Union. Get all the perks of banking local, friendly service, fast service, and people actually know your name. Apply today for your new MasterCard with Focus Federal Credit Union. Find out why they're the highest rated credit union in Oklahoma. And Chris Dumm, your All-State agent, give him a call for a free quote, 405-392-2390. It's McLaughlin to the plate. Runners on the corner. Trying to get that first out in this inning. Going to be a stolen base. Advances runners on second and third, no outs. With one ball. Want to know the count? The delivery. Chopped, and that's going to go foul for a strike. 1-1. As we mentioned before, great weather for Thursday. Looks like Friday's going to be nice, too. It's going to start to warm up. In fact, maybe 89 tomorrow for a high. Delivery is outside. Two and one. 5 runs. 6 runs in the first, 1 run in the second, 7-0 lead. That's going to be a nice little chop in between shortstop, RBI. They'll finally get that away, and then another runner advances to make it 8. And runners back on the corner. Still looking for an out as the Racers just keen to compile their lead. 6 runs in the first 2 here in the bottom of the second. No outs. And that's going to be right down first base for a fair, and the first baseman's going to actually pick this up for out number 1. Kind of a blooper that went right down the line. So Dax King comes to the plate. See, the Guthrie Blue Jays have made their way in. They're set to play in game number 2 against the Altus Bulldogs. And that winner will take on the winner of this contest. In for a ball. Stands off, looks at the runners. That kind of hits the ground, bounces in for ball 2. So Dax King, outfielder, is just a sophomore. Trying to advance. Looking maybe for a stand-up double would be nice. That was right in there for a strike. Kind of dropped down and you say, I didn't think it was going to do that either. Kind of give a little smile to the umpire. Would have done the same thing. Looked a little high. Those breaking balls and curves, and plays with you a little runner. Will not advance. Pitcher comes to from the wild pitch. Three balls, one strike. One away. Here at the bottom of the second. Southeast trying to get out of a jam here. Say just next batter. Just pitch to this guy, next pitch. Don't worry about the runners. Looks it away. Nice delivery for a strike. Takes it to full count. Full count. 3-2. One away. Newcastle with a 8-0 lead. Kennebeck's off the mound momentarily. This is popped up way high. They're going to call for it and drops in to load the bases. Second baseman was not able to field that.
Now batting, number 19, Jaden Fletcher.
Delivery is going to be high, and that's going to be fouled out of play in behind the concession stand area. If it was golf, you'd yell 4. There is one out. Bases loaded. 0-1 the count. It's getting a stutter, and their runner is going to advance as the pitch gets away. Brings up 9 runs for the Racers. Man on second and third now. Delivery is a little high. Two balls, one strike. Looking for out number 2. Pitch away to Fletcher. High. Trying to sneak his way in case there's another fastball pitch to try to come home. 3 balls. One strike. It's a very kind of a subtle wind. It's kind of on and off, as you can see the American flag there in center field, and that gets away from him and will advance to number 10.
Now batting, number 13, Baylor Blakey.
Baylor Blakely. Blakey will come back up to the plate. We'll go back to runners on the corner. First and third. Going to run to try to steal second, and he does. Still bottom of the second. 1 away. 1-0 the count. There's a delivery. That's for a strike. Painted the outside corner. Go 1-1. Blakey. Stare this one down. Oh, it's a pretty pitch, but a little high off the mark. Makes it 2-1. 1 away. Here at Newcastle Regional. Got some great matchups. Altus and Guthrie will play in game number 2. Newcastle is painting their way to a 4 o'clock showdown to whoever wins that game 2. High, deep, and is going to be dropped from the center fielder. Runners will hold. Now advance. One will come in. So you're basically almost matching, as we're going to go back to the leadoff as Caden Longman will come up for his third trip to the plate. He kind of flew out after his first base hit he was able to get. And takes for a ball. That's going to be right to a throw, not in time. On the runner advances. Caden Longman was able to stretch that out. And they've equaled their runs for every inning they've been up. Lead is 12. Duke gets 2 outs, though. Trying to finish that last one. That is hit, and that is going to be kind of a bounced home run. Circle that around. Lets that one sail, and a little hand clap from the third baseman, coach. 2 runs come in.
Now batting, number 24, Tyler Frazier.
Brings up 14. So they have taken, as we've emptied the bases now. As Frazier will start new. With 2 outs. Takes for a ball. Decent the pitching if you can get a little bit of help as Solas. Some of the infield errors that's occurred. And the delivery for ball number 2. That's fouled back into the fence. For strike number 1. 2-1 with 2 outs. Trying to get to a delivery is low and away. 3 balls, 1 strike. Empty the plates. So all the runners have advanced. 2 more runs than they had in the first inning. A strike. 1 strike away to, and this is the count is full. 3-2. And it's going to get a walk. Make you pitch the pitch. Didn't get what he wanted.
Now batting.
Get a man on first now. 2 outs. Christian DeLora come up to the plate. Draws a little bit of a symbol in the sand. A little high and kind of waited for whether the first baseman was waiting for that delivery for a throw. Tried to hold the runner from the steal. Newcastle's been able to steal several bases. Kind of when they wanted. Send it. That is hit. And that's going to be a nice field and a stand-up double. Possibly going to send him home. He is. Here comes the runner, and the throw is not going to be in time.
Now batting, number 7, Seamus McLaughlin.
So McLaughlin will come back up. Trying to get out of this side to try to get to the 3rd inning. Right in there for a strike. That's going to be, boy, that was kind of a low pitch. Gets that right to the second baseman and for the 3rd out. So they retire the side, but the damage is done with 9 runs in that inning, outpacing the 6 in the first. We go to the top of the 3rd with a 15-0 lead for the Newcastle Racers. We'll be back right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
It's no secret that life is busy and you have a million things on your to-do list.
Here at Community Bank of Oklahoma, we've made banking simple again.
We can help you get to the important things in life, like the big game tonight.
We do all the heavy lifting so you don't have to.
Race towards us at Community Bank of Oklahoma because we wouldn't be a community without you.
Well, welcome back to regional baseball here on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Carl Albert had a comfortable lead against Classen SAS in game one over there at Carl Albert's Regional. Newcastle up comfortably 15-0 here in this one as we go to top of the third. We kind of saw some great deliveries from Logan, a senior. Has a very fast, doesn't wait, just kind of pitch by pitch, just throws them in there. Quickly, the count is 1-1. In there for a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Like I said, man on a mission. This is going to be popped up, and the calls for it is between the shortstop. Center fielder comes in for the tag. And the out. One down. Bring up ball, tie ball to the plate. In for a strike. Swing and a miss. Strike one. Chopped foul. That's going to be 2 strikes. I want to thank our title sponsors, Focus Credit Union. And Chris Dumm, Allstate agent. Give him a call, 405-392-2390. And that is going to be pop foul. Count stays 0-2. 1 away. That's a ball. It's kind of dropped low right at the end, where it's a strike is called. You get 2 away. Facing a lefty. Sola is the pitcher. Takes a ball. That's going to be hit, and that's going to be fielded and out. So another 3 up, 3 down, 15-0 as we go bottom of the third. And we'll be back right after this. You're watching Regional Baseball on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
Like there was a time when you'd have to put a hole there and 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 there. But this is just the same basic hole, and then you pick the direction you want to go.
Just having a 3-mile lateral, I think you're eliminating something like 60 wells that you'd have to put in.
That's a great leap forward.
You're able to tap the reservoir, and you have less of a footprint.
It never fails to blow me away.
Well, Newcastle Racer Baseball and the regionals here at Newcastle High School. Baseball field right down from the elementary school. Beautiful Thursday morning. It's coming to an afternoon and lunchtime for everyone here in Oklahoma. And if you're on your lunch break, checking in, we appreciate that. Also, Carl Albert with their lead over Classen SAS. Remember, we got Midwest City and Dell City for a 1:30 matchup. And we'll be back here for a 4 o'clock showdown, possibly for the winner of Guthrie and Altus. So you got to finish this one first. Bottom of the third. Newcastle comes to the plate with Cresswell, catcher.
Batting, number 1, Blake Crestwell.
Score is 15. They've scored 6 runs in the first, then 9 in the second. So if they keep with that advantage, outside for a ball. Nano Solas still stays in at pitcher. Pitch, oh, that's kind of dropped in for a strike. Count is 1-1. A little breaking. Going to come up high and then right there in the strike zone. As the wind flutters the American flag out at center field under the Newcastle N and kind of poke that one out outside to try to reach. And that goes for a foul ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here at the bottom of the third. And the delivery. Oh, that's a nice hit. Right into left field, a base hit. Cresswell gets on. To get a man on first.
Number 2, Dax King.
So Dax King back up. Kind of batted around and trying to see if they can advance the runner. As we said, a beautiful day at the ballpark. Going to be great baseball throughout. That's high and away. One ball, no strikes. No outs. Bottom of the third. They can get a little bit of a delivery here. High and away. For 2. I want to thank Athletic Director Jeff Brickman, their hospitality here at Newcastle, and was able to talk a little bit about Newcastle Racer accomplishments from basketball and All-Staters with their jackets that they'll have presentations, including Caden Longman. That ball gets away, and we're going to advance to second base. Count is 3-0. Looking behind home plate fence, kind of a shaded area for those who are watching. And walks Dax King.
Now batting, number 19, Jaden Fletcher.
So Jaden Fletcher comes up, trying to add on to their 15-0 lead. Of course, we say in 5, they were undefeated in district, 10-0. Watch that fall right in for a strike. Delivery is outside. Nope, take that back. That was called a strike. Got him looking. See if he can get the third one for the first out of the inning. Man on first and second, both leading off the bag and the delivery. That's going to be high and playable for the center fielder, and out, number 1. So they'll both tag up back at first and second with 1 out. And Baylor Blakey, center for Newcastle Racer football, from what we understand. So with 1 away, that's going to be deep and high, and it's going to be fielded. No, missed it by the left fielder. So now it's going to be a stand-up double, and we'll have runners at second and third with 1 out.
Now batting, number 8, Caden Longman.
So back up to leadoff, Caden Longman. Caden's had a couple of singles and a fly out to right. See what he can do here as he stands in. Chopped away, and that's going to be fouled for a strike 1. Chopped away on that. A lot of times he likes to take that first lead hit if it's a decent enough pitch. Got a very stylish colored bat, we noticed, too. A lot of them coming up to the plate with that. Got a special design, special look, outside for a ball. One and one with 1 out. Longman to the plate. Man on second and third. Trying to put this in play for an RBI or 2. Kind of hop, skips, and for a ball. 2 and 1. I don't think there's anywhere else you'd rather be. Baseball field like that with 70-degree weather in May. But hold on, you say, if you don't like Oklahoma weather, wait a minute. It's going to be, 89 tomorrow? Something like that. Make him pitch to you. 3 balls, 1 strike. And the bases are loaded. And that is hit high up, popped up for... Oh, the center fielder collides in with the glove and that's going to score a runner. That's kind of got hit in the face there. So Longman comes in really could a tag out error, but able to add that. Bases are loaded, 16-0 the score. 1 away. Comes up to Lean Seaton. Delivery chopped foul for a strike 1. Newcastle in their all whites. Southeast in their blues. Outside, stopped in the dirt. 1 and 1 is the count. Bases are jacked. They are loaded with 1 away. We'll be back here for Game 3. Game 2 will be Altus and Guthrie. Game 3 will be featured as that gets away on the outside corner for a ball. 2-1. But yeah, Altus and Guthrie will play next. Winner will face, more than likely, Newcastle the way it is now. It's high and above his head. 3-1. Delivery another high, kind of losing a little bit of its velocity in the walk. With a run that scores.
Now batting, number 14, Reese Wolf.
So Wolf will come to the plate. Bases still remain loaded. And we've got a pitching change. So we'll have a pitching change. We'll take a quick, brief timeout and be back to action right here. Regionals, Newcastle. Game of the week on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
At CFD, our mission is to deliver quality dentistry by providing big practice benefits with a little practice feel. Since 2008, we've updated our look, technology, and have added new smiles to our tenured staff to better care for you right here at home. Convenience for you is one of our biggest goals, and we often provide same-day treatment to minimize your time off work. We are open Monday through Friday to serve you. Visit cfdok.com for details. We look forward to seeing you at our big little practice.
You can look up at our screen right here. That's our lifeblood. That's how we know what's going on at 14,700 foot.
Because you're completely blind otherwise.
That's correct.
People don't really understand the level of tech that's going on.
Yes, sir. Well, this whole thing is extremely high tech. I mean, just the ability to be able to drill down 13,000 feet and then put 90-degree turn in the well and then drill out another 3 miles.
It doesn't matter how casually you say it. It's a freaking miracle, man.
Yes, sir.
It's no secret that life is busy and you have a million things on your to-do list.
Here at Community Bank of Oklahoma, we've made banking simple again.
We can help you get to the important things in life, like the big game tonight.
We do all the heavy lifting, so you don't have to.
Race towards us at Community Bank of Oklahoma, because we wouldn't be a community without you.
Regional baseball at a pitching change. Looks like we're going to bring in from center field, Daniel Hernandez. He will set to pick up with the bases loaded. It's a little strike in the first delivery. Paints the corner of the plate with one away. So the foul ball makes it the 2 strikes. See if they can get outnumbered 2 here in the bottom of the third for the Southeast Spartans. And the delivery kind of high. It's a ball. Delivery is out. Stopped by the catcher, though. Evens the count at 2-2. Those who are watching on YouTube, we appreciate that. And follow us on all our social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, and X. There's a strike, and he's going to call for the out number 2. Bases are still loaded, but download. So Chase Allen will come back up to the plate. Now we also said download our apps on Apple and Android devices by searching the Oklahoma Sports Network. It's free to download, free to watch. For those on YouTube, subscribe to our YouTube channel. We got a lot of games in action today. Carl Albert Class and SAS currently right now, and Midwest City, Del City will be playing at 1:30. You can catch that on the network. And the delivery, a little high. Bases are still loaded. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs. Southeast tries to get out of this damage after the pitching change. Bringing center fielder Daniel Hernandez to the mound. Gets away with a two balls, no strikes. Waits, and the delivery. Ooh, that is right down the left field line, but it goes foul for strike number 1. Say if you'll just straighten that one out, huh? 16-0 lead here as Newcastle leads over Southeast and the Spartans. Newcastle undefeated in their district, hosting this regional here with Altus, Guthrie, Southeast, and Newcastle as the 4 teams. Trying to see if they can get to state. Winners of the first game is a double elimination as this gets foul number 2 for strike 2. 2-2 the count. Try to get this batter out here. It's Chase Allen. And the delivery is right down, chop foul. Count stays 2-2. Glad you could join us on the network. Want to thank our title sponsors for Newcastle Racer Baseball, which is Focus Credit Union, and Chris Dumb. If you want more money in your pocket, when you open a new MasterCard with Focus Federal Credit Union, you'll enjoy a 1.99 APR for the first 6 months. Smart move, consolidating balances, planning for the future. Find out why they're the highest-rated credit union in Oklahoma. Chris Dumb, he knows what life is like here in Newcastle. Call for a free quote today, 405-392-2390. Delivery. Going to call for a strike. And that is going to retire the side. So got him looking. And that's going to strand the runners. So 3 strand on bases loaded. And we'll be back with our game of the week and Newcastle Regional Baseball right here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
Well, regional baseball back here in Newcastle, Oklahoma, site of the Newcastle Racer Regional. And the Racers have a comfortable 16-0 lead. They kind of went backwards. They had 6 runs in the first, 9 in the second, and only 1, and stranding 3. Top of the 4th. This is our fast delivery right down there for opening pitch for a ball. And right in there for a called strike, 1-1. As we say, his delivery style. I've seen him pitch twice now. I've seen him Southwest Oklahoma. He's a lot, and there's a swing and a miss. He's all business. 1-2. And another strikeout. So a K delivers for 1 away. That's right in there for a called strike. Calls for a little bit of time, and the delivery. Ooh, painted that in the inside for strike number 2. Painting the corners. Outside, inside, and the delivery. Swing and a miss for out number 2. See if we get the 3 up and 3 down cadence. It's 2 away in the top of the 4th. And there's another chop, swing and a miss. 0-1. Well, he's going to pitch. He's not going to, I don't even know if he's going to get to 50 pitches at all. He's just outside. For a ball. 1-1. Ooh, that's going to be hit, and that is going to fall for a base hit. And it's going to be a stand-up double for Southeast able to get a hit and put a man on. That was a nice little connection. So Southeast puts a man on. Back to a delivery. Called for a strike. 0-1. That's chopped. Third baseman. Pickup throw out and ends the side. So another 3 up, 3 down, but at least one gets to second base for Southeast. Their first hit of the ball game. And we'll be back right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Stuck inside for Wi-Fi? Not this summer. With Pioneer Fiber, get backyard Wi-Fi up to 950 feet from your home. So you can binge, game, Zoom, or work straight from your hammock. Add it for just $9.95 a month or get it free with a gig bundle. That's cheaper than your cold brew fix. Visit a Pioneer store or gopioneer.com and level up your summer.
You can look up at our screen right here. That's our lifeblood. That's how we know what's going on at 14,700 foot.
Because you're completely blind otherwise.
That's correct.
People don't really understand the level of tech that's going on.
Yes, sir. Well, this whole thing is extremely high tech. I mean, just the ability to be able to drill down 13,000 feet and then put 90-degree turn in the well and then drill out another 3 miles.
It doesn't matter how casually you say it. It's a freaking miracle, man.
Yes, sir.
For those who are watching on YouTube, we appreciate that. Give us a subscription follow. Kind of see with all of what baseball we've got going. Because we're leading up to state. And we're now at the bottom of the 4th. (16-0) advantage. As Newcastle Racers put 6 on the board in inning number 1, 9 in inning 2, and only 1 was stranding bases loaded in the 3rd. And now we go to the bottom of the 4th. Newcastle Racers with a comfortable lead and a 16-0 lead. And up to bat is Lane Wade.
Now batting, number 15, Lane Wade.
Glad you could join us on the network. A little confab there from the infield with the pitcher. Remember, coming from center field to replace Soles is Hernandez. In for a ball. That is a hit sailed in the gap, and that's going to drop into center field, and he does not go to. Stand-up single. High and away. 1 ball. No strikes. Starting here in the bottom of the 4th. delivery is going to be in the dirt outside for a ball. Remember that we will be back here for Game 3 at 4 o'clock for Newcastle. And they will face the winner of Game 2 coming up between Altus and the Bulldogs and the Guthrie Blue Jays. And a great standoff in football, by the way, and a rain Saturday, if you remember that, during the regular season. 2 balls and 1 strike. No outs. Going to be hit high, and then is going to be tried in the gap between 2 fielders and is able to make the tag and the out.
Now batting, number 2, Dax King.
So Dax King comes back up with a 1 away with a man on first. Trying to get out of this jam here. Southeast Spartans. It's a double elimination tournament. I don't think it hit the batter. Kind of went around, but the runner will advance to second. Dax King, outfielder, and a sophomore to the plate. Delivery is way high for a ball. It's chopped, and it's going to hit for the pitcher, is able to pick up. Throw not in time. So he'll advance. Kind of it stuttered and spitted right there on the ground. It's got 2 outs. So called out with the runner at first. So we got a first in, 1 for a ball. Delivery high for ball 2. In there for a strike. Just painted that corner. 2-1. With 2 away. Bottom of the 4th, 16-0 your score. Newcastle Racers undefeated in district. Hosting the regional. High right up by the faceplate. Brings 3 balls and 1 strike. And we'll walk him.
Now batting number 11, Weston Lytle.
So Weston Lytle will come in. A senior as well. I said 9 offers. Almost all the starters have an extend. These seniors are going to go extend and play baseball again next year. Popped up foul for strike number one. Delivery is high and away. 1-1. Here at the bottom of the fourth. Got other ball games to watch on the network. When you download the app, you'll have easy access to the Carl Albert Class and SAS matchup, Midwest City and Dell City at 1:30. And then we'll have the Carl Albert game 2, and this is going to get away from the catcher, but the runner stays. Both of them stay at second and at first. Two and one. It's that one high for a ball. 3-1. Just going to get a little bit of instruction. As he walks out to the mound, gets a little bit of encouragement. Some of his last pitches have been really high. Target. But we mentioned the games that we're playing here. So we have Guthrie and Altus. Umpire's going to say, okay, we're going to have enough of this conversation. As he does with his pitcher. Guthrie and Altus all warming up, getting ready for game number 2. Lytle look to take this pitch. Delivery is, a nice handed in strike. Give full count. 3-2 with 2 outs. Delivery and walks him.
Now batting number 6, Karsten Ashley.
And that will load the bases. Saw this before where they were able to strand Newcastle. They had the bases loaded and only 1 run in that 3rd inning. I think we're going to go through a pitching change. So the 3rd, it's actually the 2nd pitching change from the original start. And it'll put me in coach. Gets to play in a little bit of the song of center field from John Fogerty. For us old enough to know, coming from CCR or Creedence Clearwater Revival. Playing a little old school at the ballpark. It's going to bring the shortstop Lucas Carpenter to the mound, and he'll get warmed up and ready to finish this side. We'll be back right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
It's no secret that life is busy and you have a million things on your to-do list.
Here at Community Bank of Oklahoma, we've made banking simple again.
We can help you get to the important things in life, like the big game tonight.
We do all the heavy lifting, so you don't have to.
Race towards us at Community Bank of Oklahoma, because we wouldn't be a community without you.
You can look up at our screen right here. That's our lifeblood. That's how we know what's going on at 14,700 foot.
Because you're completely blind otherwise.
That's correct.
People don't really understand the level of tech that's going on.
Yes, sir. Well, this whole thing is extremely high tech. I mean, just the ability to be able to drill down 13,000 feet and then put 90-degree turn in the well and then drill out another 3 miles.
It doesn't matter how how casually you say it, it's a freaking miracle, man.
Yes, sir.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
All right, we'll be back to action after the pitching change. Second of the day for Southeast. Calls in for a strike. Going to retire this out. 2 outs and a little bit of chin music, still called for a strike. Tried to lean into that as bases are loaded. 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here at the bottom of the 4th. Delivery high and away. Checks the sign, delivery, and that's going to be popped up foul. Still stays 1-2. Delivery is away. Two and two. That's going to be in between. It's stopped at third and is going to try to tag, and he does not get it. Runner advances. But man, it was just right under his foot and is able to get it, and it was not able to get the tag out at third. Bases still remain loaded, and the delivery. One and 0 with 2 away. Delivery, and that's smacked. Another base hit. This is going to bring in another runner with an RBI.
Now batting, number 4, Braden Gouthier.
Get some lineup changes, some new individuals at the plate. Still with the 2 outs and the bases loaded. Called for a ball. Delivery, right up to the pitcher, and is able to throw this one out to retire it. So able to stop that, and we will now go to the top of the 5th. And we'll be back right after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Introducing Pioneer's new fiber internet bundle plans. Start with gig fiber internet, then add up to 3 options like Arlo secure outdoor cameras and a video doorbell. Fast, secure, and made for you. Visit gopioneer.com today.
Welcome back to Newcastle High School Racer Baseball Field, where the Racers have an 18-0 lead. We will go to the top of the fifth. Want to thank Chris Dumm, our Allstate agent. Chris knows what life is like here in Newcastle. That's your choice of car, home, fits your lifestyle and your budget. He also knows it's important to do the same when it comes to insurance. Give him a call for a free quote, 405-392-2390. We want to thank Focus Federal Credit Union as well. Pitching change now. Logan Livingston comes in, the senior, and delivers a ball. And a swing and a miss. Got a new pitcher comes in, throwing a little bit of heat. Nice cool May day, and that's chopped foul. One and two. That's going to be pop foul as well. Stout Canes 1 and 2. But yeah, we got baseball going on today with the Carl Albert Regional. With game 1, game 2 will be at 4 o'clock with Carl Albert. Midwest City and Del City over in Duncan. We played at 1:30. You can catch that on the network. That's popped up fouls, so 3 straight foul balls and a new one thrown in. Getting a little workout of the Newcastle dugout. Retrieve some of those that have fouled back. Count stays 1 and 2. That is a base hit that's going to drop and go in between center and right. And that is going to be thrown to second, and a stand-up double. And the Southeast Spartans get excited. They had another stand-up double, and they hit in the same kind of position. Let's see if Newcastle can try to make into a double play. Call for outside for 1-0. Beautiful Thursday baseball day for regional baseball across the state of Oklahoma. Swing and a miss for a strike. Got a man on second. Delivery is a strike in the other side in the corner for 2. 1 and 2 is the count. Leading off at second, trying to get to third, and another swing and a miss. Throwing some heat there, and out number 1. Delivery smacked foul. First strike one. I think both Altus and Guthrie is all ready to go. A little antsy to try to take the field. Got 2 strikes on the batter, with the runner at second. Catcher has to stop that from getting away for a ball. Nice manicured field here for regional baseball. Taking the lead, trying to keep him. He's really off the base path. Trying to get Southeast to try to get a runner to advance, possibly to third, and want to try to bring him home. Newcastle looking to try to get out number 2. Delivery is off the mark. Brings it 2-2. Swing and a miss. Strikes him out for out number 2. Well, they strand them at second the last time. Last inning they were able to get a man on second. Couldn't advance him anymore. That is going to be poked into a base hit. Runner's going to try to come home. Here's going to be the throw, and not in time. Slides for a run. And Southeast comes up with a run. And the bench or the dugout very excited for Southeast to get their first run scored. And there'll be a man on first. Called for a strike. Trying to get out of this. Outside to a right-handed batter. Or a left-handed batter, rather. A lefty. Clip that one, and a strike is called for 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Man on first. Run in for the first time today. Southeast finds that in the top of the 5th. Delivery is going to be smacked foul, and the count stays at 1-2. One more little decent strike. Had that Logan Livingston coming in the 5th to relieve Daxton Logan. High and away. 2-2 the count. That is going to be right to center field, and they're going to tag that to end the inning. And that will end the ball game.
And that's the ball game.
So after 5, 18-1, don't have to go any further, and that is going to be game number 1. Don't forget, Guthrie and Altus will be playing next And then at 4 o'clock, the Newcastle Racers will take on the winner of that Guthrie-Altus matchup. So back be here at 4 o'clock. Want to thank our sponsors, Focus Federal Credit Union. Want more money in your pocket? You can open a new MasterCard with Focus Federal Credit Union. Enjoy a low 1.99 APR for the first 6 months. A smart move, consolidating balances, or maybe even planning for the future. Plus, you'll get all the perks of banking local, friendly service, fast support, and people who actually know your name. Apply today and find out why they're the highest-rated credit union in Oklahoma. And Chris Dumm, Allstate agent. Chris knows what life is like here in Newcastle. He also knows how important it is to do the same when it comes to insurance to fit your lifestyle and budget. He looks forward to knowing you a little bit better, helping you find the solutions that meet your needs. Call 405-392-2390. So we're going to take a little break from the action. And, of course, be back at 4 o'clock. Download our app. And then stay connected on Facebook, Instagram, and X. You'll know what we're going to be playing and who is next. You have been watching a presentation here, the Newcastle Racer Regional, 18-1 the final. And you've been watching a presentation of the Oklahoma Sports Network.